Happy Thursday, everyone. Uber Dad, you already have me singing. And that's going to be stuck in my head for the entire stream until we drop the needle on something new. How's everyone doing? Oh, mic is a little low. Oh, well, let's see if we can turn it up. We're a little bit stage left here. How was that? A little bit better? Da 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 da. Hello, first time in the chat. Random comic fan. Well, you are not random here. You are welcome, and we are happy to have you. How is your day going? Oh yeah, I know. You know what? I'm gonna move some things around just a little bit so you guys can hear me. How is the music? Is the music too loud? Or are we just in time for what a bar would sound like? Because that's where we are. We are in the bar. I may or may not remember you from Instagram. What is your Instagram handle? Tell me more. Hello. Yes, Lydia, it is party time. Uber Dad, you got some thread counts? You've received a watch streak. I love all of these bonuses and stuff. These are so fun. Love it. You did, you crossed the stream 350 times. And for that, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I love unlocking stuff. Even though it's like you're technically the one unlocking it, I'm still like, wow, you got a thing. Here. You're great. Have this. Okay. Same as Twitch, commented on a few of my posts. Oh, well, it is wonderful to have you here. Are you normally a just chatting watcher on Twitch, or what sort of streams or channels do you usually watch? We've got a smidgen of bottles on the table. Just a smidgen. Just a wee bit. We're actually going with a pretty simple recipe today, but I couldn't resist the little reference when we get to our album. And Random Comic, you're usually just a watcher of like any type of stream. Well, I'm glad that you're chatting. I feel honored. Thank you. We had a crazy exciting stream. What was that? Monday? It was very fun. I have hit, I think this will be 13 or 14. So it still feels new, but there's definitely a little bit of a groove that we're getting into, which I'm a big fan. My first stream, you guys, I was so excited, but I was also so horrified because I had no idea what to expect. I was just like, what if no one watches? Terrifying. What if someone watches? Terrifying. Then the idea was just it was so different, and it's new and you don't know what to do. And I'm like, what if there's a blah 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 happening? What if my tech crazy something happens? So there's so many things that can go wrong and so few things that can go right. And I definitely have a realist brain that sometimes veers a little bit pessimistic, but I'm like, you know what? I plan for the worst and just hope for the best. And you guys are the best and you're here. And so that's why it's great. First time chatter, Positively Nick. Your cosplay is amazing. Hello. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, you guys are making my day. I love whenever I see first time chatters because I'm like, oh, is this your first time to the stream? Or is it your first time chatting? Were you lurking before? Luking before? Were you looking and you're lurking? Wearing a jerkin? Oh, Lydia, also a 350 thread count. But what if something so right happens? Yeah, it's you guys showing up. You guys showing up is making it right. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to have. I mean, and a nice cocktail definitely helps, but you guys are the stars. Absolutely. Are we celebrating anything? I keep forgetting to ask. Birthday. We get any job news, promotions, raises? Did you punch your boss in the face? All of that is worth celebrating. Ninja, can you grab me that green bottle behind you? I'm thirsty. Yes, 100%. Green, wait here. Oh yes, this Midori. You know, it's just really slippery. Let's see. Or, oh, it's this one. Oh yes, this one right here. I just, here you go. It's so weird looking at like the mirrored version. I'm like, wait, where is it? I actually made, a crazy, like, my own invention. I went off. Whenever I throw parties, I do like to make, like, a themed drink or do something that's, on the fun side, because I can. And I made a plum bob green drink that was, like, a Midori base for a Sims party. Because, of course I had a Sims party. I still have the little headbands. I made little plum bobs for everybody. And they all had different moods. I was like, hey, if you're having a terrible time at my party, switch out to the red one so I'll know, like, you're pissed and you're having a bad time and you're uncomfortable. But at least I'll know where you stand. And that's all that matters. But, yeah, it was like a Midori... It was like a twist on, like, a Midori sour, basically. But it was good. And then I made a couple different items from the game, like some snack things, and I had like a lemonade kind of version, which is kind of what we'll be messing around with today. Yeah, that's right. I got the good stuff in glass. That's how you know it's good and overpriced. But for you guys, the quality. In the lounge, the quality is everything, and you all are quality, so you get the nice expensive lemonade from Sprouts that comes in a glass bottle. It's important. But yeah, we love a theme party and theme drinks. So for my level up day that will be coming up, I need to think of something, and I have no idea what I want to do. So I am accepting all ideas for potential party theme. There's some that are like, I've played around with this, I should do this, like obviously like just like a general like fantasy like D&D inspired type party, do like a Baldur's Gate party. But I feel like I do that so often with the Laughing Moon stuff and tabletop, it's not like a too super unique, but I'm like, I'm in costume all the time for anything every. You're playing The Sims all the time, everyone. You got a Sims party. I'm like, okay. So I should probably just do it. But I was trying to think of something that would be a little bit different, just to make the B-Day a little more special, a little more unique. Oh, we're drinking Voss water tonight. Oh, honey. This is like if Voss water, like, I don't even know, went to Greece and went to some like really expensive yacht party and came back as Ouzo. Because that's what we're having tonight. Ouzo for Tuzo. We love Disco Stew. Please, someone. Simpsons fans listening, if you listened and got it, thank you. I appreciate you. For those in the chat, or for those that are not in the chat but thinking it, if you are mentally thinking it and there, I appreciate you. And Ninja, is it organic lemonade? It is. It is fancy dancy. It is what? Fresh products from the farm. And yes, they're not getting a shout out because they're not giving me free lemonade. I can't pay my bills with lemons. But how great would that be to barter with that? But yeah, this is our fancy dancy organic lemonade from free range lemons. They get to roam their entire life in an orchard, just like little yellow footballs, cage free. And then they are eviscerated and squeezed to death to make this lemonade. It's not vegan. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's got one of those ingredient lists that's like 3 items long, which for a lemonade, I feel like literally that's all you should have, because like lemons are pretty like substantial when it comes to shelf life. Like usually you put lemon juice on things to make them last longer, and for something that should be like a quarter just that, like I feel like that should last. So if you're putting other stuff in your lemonade, it's like what are you doing? What are you doing? But yeah, we're gonna mess around with some Ouzo. We're gonna be making Ouzo lemonade. It is as easy as it sounds. It's just a simple two ingredient but I feel like it fits for our theme for tonight, and because we're getting in the mode of summer. We had some summery cocktails already, and Ouzo makes me think of, obviously, Greece, and I feel like it's just like a perpetual state of beautiful weather and beautiful water, and that's where I mentally just want to be. Like, catch me on the beach at Santorini, like feeding the stray cats. That's what I want, and then I just want to be drunk on the beach. That's all I want to do. I'm a simple woman with simple needs. Uber Dead, if a juice has more than 3 ingredients, we should worry. We should. And yet, I mean, I might break sometimes and have a Capri Sun just for the nostalgia. The nostalgia is the 4th ingredient. No, but really there's like 18 different things. You shouldn't drink it. It's not good for you. But the whimsy and the memories. So, you know, for some things, it's like sodas. People are like, oh, well, this is like a good soda. It's like, you might as well just break for it. Like, if you want a Coke, have Coke. You know, just have a Coke. Don't go crazy. But life is short. The world is nuts. Have a nice drink, you know? So that's what we're going to be doing today. And yeah, Uber Dead, the microplastics are at no extra charge. You know, they spare no expense. They pass it on to you. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Like, with the preservatives that are in our food, like, we are truly going to be, like, self-embalming. Depending on what you eat and how much you're having of it. But yeah, I try to eat generally clean, but you know, it's a little junk food here and there. I'll allow it. I will allow it. Definitely with my drinks. But yeah, I get good vibes from Greece. I've never been. My cousin actually got married in Athens, or outside of Athens, not too long ago, so I got to live vicariously through all of the things that she was doing, and of course, it was beautiful and majestic and everything that I thought it would be, and more. But I just don't know if I can make it. I don't know. Traveling right now is just so weird. And gives me anxiety, and I'm like, I don't want to go on a vacation and just be wound up about like the trip there, so that I can't even be excited for it, you know? Ugh. Too much. Ninja, have you ever been outside the country before? Mexico, I feel like doesn't count, because it's like a 2-hour drive, and it looks basically the same. So yeah, I mean, if you count Mexico, then yes, but like outside the country, no. Canada was supposed to be, and hopefully will be, the first adventure truly across the border into, or just international travel. I would like to go to Vancouver, hopefully, so then I don't have to worry about time zones. I don't have to worry about language barrier, and it's not that far of a journey. You're not going over like 8 hours of water. Like, I would never do Hawaii. Nope. And for other reasons. I'm not from there. I am no Kama'aina, and I won't pretend to be, so. Not for me, but London, yes. But again, they've got all that water, and I don't like that. That makes me nervous. I'll do it. If timing works out, I'll do it, but it just makes me uneasy. Makes me very uneasy. Lydia, we had to fly over the ocean the last time we came to Phoenix. I was so confused. Why? Did you go, like, out? Like, west? Like, into the Pacific and, like, loop around? I'm so confused. Huh. Or maybe, like, there's, like, a flight pattern thing where it's like, oh, there's too much traffic that's just, like, Phoenix to LA, which is only, like, a 40-minute flight. And then you just kind of have to go around, just like buying other planes time, which is very considerate. Yeah, LAX is close to the ocean. Yep. Still so confused. I was just like, hey, I can see my house from here. It's true. You now live in El Segundo. Congratulations. But yeah, travel, I don't know. I don't know. Random comic fan, unrelated, but have you seen Mortal Kombat 2 yet? And I will be talking about it probably next week. I wanted to give it some time so that people could see it, so I wouldn't accidentally spoil anybody who was watching, but I cannot wait. I have some, when the trailers first came out, like, I definitely had preconceived opinions and some ideas about things. We talked about it a little bit in some of the streams, but from the little bits that I can say, definitely more than the first. Definitely appreciate it more than the first. And there are some things that I personally very much enjoy. There's some good visuals for me. So yeah, probably next stream, if that's either Monday, if we do a little pandemonium chat about it, we could do that, or we could wait for drinks on next Thursday. But I will be yapping about it. I think, what else? We were waiting on, talking about Maul, too. Since the series finale, or season finale. Is it getting 2 seasons? Maybe? I'm actually not sure. I might have to Google. When I sit down, I'll Google. There's too much going on up here. I don't want to have mouse clicking sounds, which, yes, it is hidden by the giant lemonade. But I feel more in control. I feel powerful. I feel like someone who can handle Ouzo, even though she doesn't like licorice. But the combination, like, you can put citrus in anything and it'll, like, my taste buds are like, oh, we can handle this. It's got that zing-zing in the back of your mouth. Uber Dead, you want to see the Backrooms movie? It's definitely such a bizarre topic or, like, theme. I never thought that, of all things, like, hey, you know that weird stuff, like, you looked at on Tumblr 5 million years ago? Yeah, there's gonna be a movie about that now. It's like, what? But I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, like, Slender Man got a movie. Like, we've had these sort of, like, creepypasta, neo-urban legends that have kind of, like, snuck into media lately. So I guess it's reasonable or acceptable, but I definitely did not expect it. Also, the actor, I am spacing on his name, but he was MCU Baron Mordo. Like, he's like a solid actor. I think he was in a Tenet too. So I'm like, okay, maybe he can sell it on me, because I'm having a hard time, like, just divorcing how bizarre, like, the Backrooms movie, like, as a concept is, and, like, it being, like, an actual movie. So I'm like, mentally I'm trying to, like, separate the two. But I'm very intrigued. Like, for a movie that is new, that's, like, not an IP, it's not a book, it wasn't a graphic novel, it wasn't a insert, you know, whatever. It's of the people, I guess. Like, yeah, I'd put urban legends in there. And so that's good. So it's an extension of storytelling that we've collectively done just on the internet. So I support that. Grinch, hello, and you got a watch streak. Get that thread count. Love it. Lydia, want to see a movie about some weird yellow rooms that look like pee? Here you go. Don't say that in front of my lemonade. Yeah, it is a very, like, hyper fluorescent, like all of the lighting, which I know is a part of it. Hey, Grinch, you have redeemed some thread count. You have redeemed wear a part of a cosplay. Oh, okay. Okay. And Grinch, thank you for the top. Yeah, I felt like it went with what we were doing today. Also, I feel like this is going to be kind of like the standard for summer because this room is so hot and all of the neon lights just make it even hotter. And then once I start drinking, then it's even hotter and I'm like, I'm dying. It's too much. It is way too much. But as long as it looks cute, then hey, it works. So thank you. Thank you. And yeah, Uber Dead in The Martian as well. Original idea. Yeah, like an original idea. I'm never gonna like turn my nose up at an original idea, even if it's not like my thing. I'm like, okay, I see what you. I like that it exists, and I think people have a hard time like figuring out or like just like wrestling with their own like opinions and just media persuasions. That's like, I don't have to like this thing, but it doesn't mean that this thing is bad or should be banned or we should just, you know, pile on random hate bombing towards it. You just don't watch it, or you don't listen to it, or you don't go or don't participate in the thing. And it's like, okay, you just don't have to, and that's fine. It's okay. Lydia, apologies to the lemonade. You hurt its tender organic feelings. All right, Grinch, I'm going to see what jumps out at me first and what I might put on. I'll try to find something that will go with this. And I do think I have something in mind that might work, which would be, it could be pretty fun. Yeah. Okay. It is such a weird thing, like taking like a mental stock of like, what costumes do you have and what is right at your disposal, like right here, right now. I'm like, oh my god, there's so many things I'm like running through my mind. Ninja, is that a separate choker or built into the top? Yes, this is all one piece that is built in and then has like a nice buckle latch so my head doesn't fall off. I am locked in, buckled in. Lydia, not the citrus tears. They just have they're a little weepy, that's all. Little vitamin C shed. As we go on, we remember. That's what it says. Dragon, it is a great top. Well, thank you. Well, I'm glad that I wore it. I have a ridiculous amount of clothes, and I feel like I almost never wear them because I'm never leaving the house unless it's like, one, in costume, or two, looking like a complete schlub to go to like the grocery store or like the post office, or I'm all decked out for like a party. Like there's nothing like in between. It's not like, oh yes, my casual sundress, my day wear. Lydia, I think I might have the same top or something similar somewhere. Of course you do. Of course you do, because of course we do. We do. Grinch, as we proceed to give you what you need. And I think... Jay, greetings! I'm so glad you said hi. I was just about to dip off screen. Grinch redeemed some thread count points for the channel to wear part of a cosplay. Or you know what I might actually do? What if when we get the ad break, should I do it then? But I don't want to take away from your time. Those hard-earned points, they need to be, I want them to be redeemed fully, 100%. So, oh, what do you know? I felt like, I was like, I think it's coming soon. It's like every like 25-ish minutes, and it just popped up that an ad is coming in like a minute. So, okay. Yay! My concept of time. I don't know what day it is, but I have an idea of when the ad break is coming. So that's my concept of time. Hoorah. Lydia, no ads for you. I will be quick because I know exactly what I'm going to put on and I know exactly where it is. And it's not like locked away in storage somewhere. So it'll be a presto changeo, quick change. Hello for everyone joining. Welcome. We are mixing drinks and we are going to be spinning some vinyl in a little bit. For those that are just tuning in, you got 10 seconds of time, 5 for an ad break, but then I'll be right back and I'll be wearing a bit of a costume. Coupe was amazing. Thank you. I don't know if you can hear me, so I'm going to thank this person again. Everyone that is still watching ad-free, please remind me. And I'm going to take a wee little break and put on a piece of a cosplay as redeemed, and then I will be right back with you guys. Hey, I told you it would be quick. Alright, now I feel like the rogue at the tavern that is making your drink. Is it poison? Is it the best drink you've ever had in your life? Who's to say? You'll never know. Just take a sip and find out. Dragon, you do trust the drink from her? Well, alright. It'll be delicious. I promise. Alright, for those that are not watching ad-free, they'll be back in like 30 seconds. But yeah, we can talk about this. This is like, surprisingly, it goes really well with this top. It's got yeah, these little buckles in the back. Pretty fun. I like it. We're doing some rogue bartending. The rest of the crew is coming back. Boom! Now, welcome back for those that were watching through the advertisements. Grinch in the chat redeemed some thread count points for wearing part of a cosplay. So I put on a little piece of my kind of roguish cosplay for my Laughing Moon character Gia, and I feel like it goes really, really well with this, so I'm digging it. And then I wanted to give thanks because I think we went right to the break. Is it, let me see, I hope I get your name right. Is it Trinzy? But you said your coupe was amazing. I want to say thank you. I want to make sure I didn't forget, and it's your first time chatting, so thank you. We love chatting here. This is a very chatty stream. You guys are just at my bar, and that's what we do. Like, I feel like if you're a bartender or like a hairstylist, you're yapping and it just, the floor is open, and that's kind of the energy that we want to bring here. Jay, you're getting rather cyberpunk techwear vibes. Oh, ho, ho. Even better. Even better. Hello? Oh no. This little face. So this pendant, this is probably the unique piece about it. I don't know if you guys can see that. A little shift. It's kind of like it's engraved. This is a 3D print. It's a griffin claw, and that is the symbol of kind of like the trade that she represents. So a little bit of a private eye kind of bounty hunter, muscle for hire sometimes. So they're pretty cool. I always say I'm a little bit like Batman. I stand by it. Stand by it. But it could definitely go either way, especially with the top. I see what you're saying, Jay. It has that like yeah, I'm on Rivet Head's mailing list, 100%. I don't even know if they still exist, but we're gonna pretend that they do. Nice flare. Thank you. Thank you. I feel, yeah, I feel ready for action. Ready for anything. But most importantly, I think it might be drink time. And again, this one's gonna be an easy one. This is like, you know, it's a 2-ingredient. So, depending on how hard you want to go or how much you like licorice, that is going to change your ratios. But this is pretty much going to be a 1 to 4. So 1 part Ouzo to 4 parts lemonade to just get your nice Ouzo lemonade. And I trust me. When is your next convention? In 2 weeks, my friend. At Phoenix Fan Fusion. I'll actually be guesting. And wow, you are just like the champion of segues, because that was the other thing I was going to talk about. Because I have been prepping and I'm actually like on target for where I need to be. I got a new banner. I realized that the one that I had is very, very old and has wildly outdated information on it and socials. And it was just time for a refresh. So I got a new banner. I got some nice booth, what are those things called? Tablecloths. And some extra additions to zazz up the place. I will have 2 tables, so I've got some extra space for like all of the prints and all the other things. I have stickers, buttons / pins, and what was the other thing? I have like trading cards, and I was doing a poll on Instagram to see what other like thing that people would want. I was thinking about magnets, like something small. Like I like things that are like form and function, and I know that there's a ton of just like stuff that you can get at cons. And I want to try to like, because I'm not a fan of it, or like, oh, like a little thing. But I'm like, what can I do with a thing? I feel like a magnet is functional. Stickers are at least like you can put them somewhere. It's not going to take up space, if that makes sense. So I always like those types of things. And then obviously the art prints will always be there. So I did think about doing some like special limited edition type prints. If that's either like a special size that I do or like a different paper. I thought about maybe like some holographic prints. Not an 11x17, because I feel like that would just be like, woo, rainbow connection. But like maybe like a 5x7. I feel like a 5x7 is good. Or if I did like a set of like trading cards. So I was like, that would be a fun, very, very like 90s throwback. Be like, wow, I got a blue eyes white dragon. Sarah Mini. It's a little tiny. Grinch, you need to make more hoods, cowls, and cloaks. Is this gonna go with the masks as well, or is this just for fun? Is this just how you dress rolling up to Target? I don't know how you guys do it down there. I don't know. Unfamiliar with the game. Alrighty, so Ouzo first, and this is all super chilly, so I'm just having mine neat. So if you wanted to do it on rocks, that would also be very tasty. So, oh, I realize you can't even see it. She's not even pouring the drink in there. I didn't see it. Well, you know, okay, we'll do a shot and a half. Fine, you twisted my arm. we're celebrating the new emotes. Also, did you guys take a look at those? We added the wine one. Finally, that was waiting in the wings. So that is on, and we have what was the other one? I forgot what I even added. I'm like, what do I even have up here? Let me see. So we got I updated the laughing, the LOL emoji, and I think I added the shaking emoji, so you guys can give me a shake when I'm completely out of my gourd. There's the music one with the headphones, so I thought that would be fun, especially for tonight's stream when it's music time. And what was the other one that I added? The head pat, the stars. There's something else, and now they're like too small, and my screen is way too far, so I can't even see. Everyone, play with the emojis. Play with them to your heart's content. And I've got some giant ass lemonade to pour. All right, this is heavy. I'm so debating. Ooh, I'm like, should I just like eyeball this? Oh, God, that spill. It's okay. You saw it. It didn't happen. It didn't even happen. 2, 3. But you know what? It's messy, but it's our messy, you know? And 4. Whoa. Lovely. So already, this has toned down the licorice like by a lot. So if you are not a licorice person, but if you are curious about Ouzo, this would probably be the way to take it. So I do know a Greek cheer. So for any Greeks in the chat, yamas, and bottoms up. Okay. This is definitely the way to do it. When you can smell it and when you know that it's gonna be like a fit, this is a fit. I feel like the tartness definitely, it's a different type of bite. Like licorice has a bite and lemon has a bite. This goes together really, really well. The more, what should I say? Kind of like herbal aftertaste, a little bit that the licorice can have sometimes. Of this goes really well with the sweetness too. So it's only a 2-ingredient cocktail, but because they're both so interesting, especially Ouzo. Like most people don't make Ouzo drinks. Like I know, but I think if you like Jaeger, if you like licorice, if you like absinthe, some type of combination with citrus is gonna land, and this one definitely does for me. Grinch, just for in general, because any outfit or cosplay could be improved with a hood, cloak, or cowl. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. And it makes you feel like Batman or something. I mean, that's obviously cool. Grinch, you had a shipwrecked lemonade, which is lemon and ginger vodka and frozen lemonade at this bar and fish house called 6 Feet Under. I mean, that's a pretty cool name for a bar. It's feeling like a pirate bar. I don't know what, I guess because the drink was shipwrecked, so I'm like, oh, cool. You had a spooky ghosty bar. Uber dead. Hello. I'm waving from my box. From my bottles in my box. And we are dancing. I love it. I mean, this drink makes me feel, I would get up and dance. If I had like 3 of these and we dropped the needle, I would be dancing. Can confirm. Yeah, this is very drinkable. Probably more than, I feel like I should rate, like once we do like a month of drinks, which is really, once we do 4 drinks, like best out of 4, and then we could do like brackets of like favorite drink. Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah, trusting you, that's awesome. how did you decide to do coupe? I have not seen a lot of people do that cosplay. Usually they do Malevola or Blonde Girl, Blonde Blazer. Yes. And which is crazy because Malevola is like a body paint cosplay, and a lot of people are like, not for that. I mean, you can always take any cosplay and do like a more casual version. It's still a good time, especially if you're not wanting to leave like red smudges everywhere. Totally valid. But yeah, so coupe, actually, I told myself, I was like, I would love to wear this. I do not want to make this. So the first time I played through, I didn't play until like end of November. So the game, I think, had already been out for like a month, and like that first wave of like dispatch hype had already died down by the time I was getting into it. And then the good thing is that it did have like a little bit of like a resurgence, and then you know, like Game Awards put some extra attention on it for that. But I was like, I don't want to make something with wings because I already have so little space to work with when it comes to like storage of costumes. I'm like, I flat out, I don't have the room for it. I cosplay Wasp. She has wings. I have like just some generic fairy wings that always come in handy for something. You never know when you need fairy wings. So I have some of those, and I have, what else? Just like a lot of like prop staffs. So like I have like my big Sailor Pluto staff, and I have like a fantasy one with like antlers on it. And so it takes up a whole bunch of space. And I'm like, I can't figure out how to do this. And I also want them to be retractable because they move in game, and also at cons, wings can be just such a pain because it's people. Like, people are gonna be whacking into them, or I'm gonna be hitting someone's gonna hit me. Then I'm gonna be like low-key pissed, but I'm like, what are you getting mad for? You're wearing giant things that stick out like 4 feet on either side of you. Like, don't be that guy. So I'm like, collapsible. I'm like, do I know how to make retractable wings? No. And I kept looking at her design. I'm like, she's such a baddie. I do want to be her. One day. So I was like, all right, well, this will be the challenge. I'm going to figure it out. And that was what made me go ahead and bite the bullet and work on something new. So I was first time making retractable wings. So they're like a pulley system. So whenever I pull them down, they come back out, and then they collapse down. The wings themselves are made out of the same fabric as part of the suit, because that was the other thing. I'm like, all of these things need to match, especially when you're looking at like a game like Dispatch that has like very stylized, you know, I feel like Borderlands, like that cell shady kind of type of animation and look. When you translate that into real life, it can look either very flat or like hyper shiny. And to find that like middle ground was a little bit of a challenge. And especially when I was thinking about my mask, because the mask is super shiny. It's like a faux metal. So I was like, okay, I need to use like a foil metallic fabric, and it's got to be on the wings and on the suit. So it was a lot of fun, but yeah, definitely a lot of deliberation to get there and to get to that point. And Killing Joke, welcome in. What are we drinking tonight? We are having a wonderful Ouzo lemonade. This is just a 2-parter, so just lemonade Ouzo. It is a 1-to-4 ratio, and it's good. It's better than what I thought. I was worried about it because I was like, I have the Ouzo and I want to be open to it and try it. Because I used to hate olives, and now I'm like, I can't have a martini without olives. So I was like, I'll see how it settles. But with the citrus bite of the lemonade, it's a hit. She's a hit. And it's so good. How is your day going? Have you been fabulous? Is your Thursday treating you well? We are also wearing part of a cosplay. Grinch had some thread count points that were redeemed for wearing part of a cosplay for the rest of the stream. So that explains the gear. But like Jay, like you said, like I feel like this goes together like impossibly well. I had it in my head, and I was like, I think this will work. But now just looking at it and like on camera, I'm like, oh yeah, this definitely checks out. So, yeah. Best out of 4 or best out of poor? Both can be true. Both can be true. Trustney, did you kick Coupe from the team? Oh, I did, like the first 3 times. Because as much as I love her, I love that bat. And I was like, I can't kick Sonar from the team. I love him. I can't. I hate that it's between those 2 because I'm like, and those 2 I want to interact like the most. I wish the game was structured in a way that you could like welcome the other, whoever you kick back on the team, like even like a chapter earlier, so that we could get the interaction between the 2, like the kicked member, whoever you kicked and whoever stayed on the team. Because I think that would be so fun. So many opportunities, but we'll see. Apparently season 2 is happening. It's built like it was going to happen, and I feel like the second it came out, everyone was like, yeah, we're going to have more, right? Right. And it looks like they're being coy about it, but it seems like that's absolutely what's going to happen. I just don't know if they can still afford like Aaron Paul and Jeffrey Wright. Just because, like, yeah. I get it. But hopefully we can get the entire cast to come back. I mean, especially Robert. Like, come on. Come on, Aaron, be cool about it. But yeah, so the, like, 4th playthrough, I finally had it in me to kick Sonar and keep Coupe on the team. I mean, she was wonderful. Like, I wanted to keep her. I did not want to kick either of them, but here we are. You said it's amazing, all of the things you go through to make a cosplay. Respect. Yeah, thank you. Well, you know what? Cheers to you. So thank you so much. It is a lot, and I can definitely get carried away about it. Mondays we do a stream called Pandemonium, and I roll a d20, and that will dictate whatever we talk about. And one of the 20 topics that I have on my list is to do like a cosplay deep dive. So I'll actually bring it out and we can like look at it. I will talk about it. It'll be a very like, it's like how it's made, but just for like that specific cosplay. So that'll be fun. When we do a roll on that, that'll be exciting. And I'll let you guys pick whatever cosplay you want to see. And we'll do the ins and outs, the fabric, the construction, how long it took. You know, if there's body paint and things like that. Wow! Hello! Thank you so much! Oh, amazing. You are primely fantastic. That's a terrible way to use that word. But you are prime. You are choice. Choice. Thank you so much for subscribing. This is what you've got. And now, load up on those emotes. I baked them with my own hands. I rolled them frame by frame. So I hope you love them. Except for Dancing Alien, Kylo, and the wine. But I don't know. Maybe I'll get more. Did you just unlock more? Maybe? For getting us started. Thank you so much. Don't want to spill my drink. I better drink it down. Yes. Dancing Rogue at the bar for the subs. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. Oh, it's gonna be good. Grinch, that makes me the faux metal alchemist. Get out of here. You are gonna, I'm gonna call you, I need another like Punisher pun, but I'm just gonna call you Punisher. So you're punishing in the best way. In the best way. Sonar needs to drive a Batilac. Yeah, he does. They're his arms. But I do like the idea of a Batilac. I feel like that's almost like Elvira's car, because she's got like some bat wings and spider webs. Beautiful. Truly the peak of what would say? Peak of what? Automobile design. Beautiful mother. Ugh, we got another ad break in 10. So we'll keep it boring for those that will be watching the ads. We'll be here when you get back, and we'll miss you, and we give you kisses. And for those that are still here, I might have to make another one of these Should I finish this in one go? It's like it's a hefty shot, but it's shootable. You know what? No, I got a sub. I have to celebrate. I have to celebrate. Ah. Yeah, that took me to Athens and back. Woo. But delicious. But absolutely delicious. That was good. Trustney, what are your favorite conventions? I really like WonderCon, small and accessible. Oh, you would say WonderCon is small. That not the adjective that I would use, but I do love WonderCon. I absolutely do love WonderCon. I would consider like a small con, like your local con at like, you know, just whatever your town's little mini is, like under 10K, I would put that in like small con territory. So I feel like WonderCon's got some heft to it. It's not like as crazy as AX or like San Diego or DragonCon, but I'd put it in the large tier. WonderCon is my favorite, absolute favorite. I feel like you get such a good mix of deep dives and meetups for like the popular stuff, so there's a little bit of something for everybody. I feel like it's not too commercial like San Diego has the tendency to be. So it's just like a good balance, I feel. So I love WonderCon. And it's like the perfect time of the year. It's just always great. And I love Anaheim. Anaheim is probably like one of my favorite. No, it's my favorite city for conventions. Like getting around, the price of things. Yeah, location really can't be beat. I love, like, I'll finish at con and then just walk around and find some new spots. There's always some new place that's open for like food or drinks. Just this last WonderCon, there was a new noodle place that I found that was within walking distance from where I was staying, and I was like, oh, this is dangerous. Listen, I had that every single day. On Saturday, the day that I wore coupe, that was like a long day, but it was a great day. I ate 2 dinners. I was so hungry. I was like, you know what? I've been on my feet for like 10 hours in costume, and you don't realize like how much being in costume actually like physically wears on you. It is a lot. It is a lot. Oh my goodness. Welcome back for everybody that was out buying laundry detergent or insurance or whatever they tried to show you. You don't need any of it. What you do need is to hear about me eating 2 dinners at WonderCon. Welcome back. That's what you missed. We're talking cons and what makes a good con, what makes a big con, what makes a little con. And Grinch, you say there was an old cartoon that was a mashup of Batman and Green Hornet called Batfink and his Asian stereotype bodyguard and chauffeur karate and drove a Cadillac. That is crazy. I'm like, what am I reading? What am I reading? This seems like some like Robot Chicken sketch. Please advise. I trust it. Yes, and Disney right around the corner. And I did do a day of Disney. I did a California Adventure. I love a good thrill ride. I get on the Incredicoaster and I'm just like, yes, we did it. Like, as fun as cons are, and as much as I love them, like, they are, and they can be exhausting, but in the best way. But you are, like, you're on your feet, and you're walking around, and you're talking with people the entire time, and that's like a 8 to 10 hour day. It's a lot. It's fun, but it's a lot. Like, I don't know how people can do streams longer than, like, 2 hours. Like, I feel like this is, like, my max before I start feeling like I'm either repeating myself or I'm boring. I don't want to bore you guys. Because it's a lot. Like, if you think about what this would be like in person, I'm like, all right, everyone come over, come sit on my couch. I mean, I can make you drinks in person, but I'm like, all right, come sit over here. All right, now I'm going to sit, or I'm going to stand and talk at you for 2 hours. That feels like just so much. It feels like so much. So I know that people that do longer streams usually are doing like gameplay, so it can extend a little bit because you're playing the game, so you have that different type of engagement. But yeah, I don't know how they do it, because it's still, you have to like sustain so much, or at least I want to be actively engaged in a way that's like, I'm here, like I want to absolutely give you guys 100% through like the entire stream, for the entire stream. I don't want to be like, okay, I'm gonna make some drinks, I guess, and then just like sit in silence. Like that's, especially for people that subscribe. No, I want to be on my game. I want to be as entertaining as possible while still just providing the chillness too, and finding that good balance. So thank you guys again, in short, for just being here and hanging out and liking the vibe that comes through. And Jedi, hello. No worry, you're never late. You were at war with dumb people? Listen, I got something for you. Oh, Nigent, yeah, your girl's here. She's making you a drink, specifically. So, I have one of my rewards is with the thread count points is to wear part of a cosplay, and Grinch got that redeemed, and I was like, I already know what I have in mind, because oh, you didn't see the top. So the top itself is like, hang on. So this is just like the base top. And I was like, okay, I think I can add a part of a cosplay that I think will work with this. So this is what we were working with, base layer. And then I put Gia's hood with Nigent badge out for the rest of the stream. And even though like we know what it's from, I think Jay was just like, yeah, this is giving like definitely like a cyberpunk kind of rivet head vibe, and I'm all for that. And again, it works perfectly with what we're going to be spinning, so you guys don't even know. I'm just eyeballing this for that fourth. So 1 part Ouzo, 1 part Ouzo, 4 parts lemonade for our Ouzo lemonade. And it is very drinkable, like unnervingly drinkable. I'm having it up. You could have it over ice, or having it neat. You could have it over ice. And, oh, it's so good. It is so good. Grinch, longer streams with gaming feel like watching MST3K, but uncut. Yeah. And as much as I love it, it's like there's only, you know, so much I feel that you can add to, you know, keep people like interested. And I know that some people like a super chill stream, but I feel like for what my style is, and I think what you guys' style is in terms of like what you like, is definitely more for like this vibe. Like 2 hours, I'm like, okay, that's like a movie. And especially for this stream, we kind of split it down the middle, right? It's like first part, we're up here at the bar, we're making drinks, and then the second part, we switch over to the music. And then for Mondays, it's just kind of a free-for-all chat, and then a more like guided chat, even though it's random. So I feel like there's enough of a break so you can listen to it. Like, I know lots of you guys are, if you're lurking, that's wonderful. If you're chatting, that's wonderful. And it finds that balance, I think. So I definitely like it. I say Uber Dead, KatsuCon, and AwesomeCon happen near you. Oh, yes, that East Coast. Katsu is one that I like. In my head, I'm like, I would love to go. But in my heart and in my boarding pass, I'm like, that's so far. I'm scared of the East Coast. I don't know if we've had this conversation before, but I am afraid of the East Coast because it's so different. It's so unfamiliar. What is a township? I don't know what a township is. I'm scared. There's no palm trees. I don't know. I have fear. I would like to see it, but I have fear. I need someone to hold my hand, walk me through it. I can do the Midwest. I did Chicago. I like Chicago, the little bit that I got to see. And I saw like that much of Atlanta. But Dragon Con I'll see more, so that's exciting. And I know that people are like, oh, that's the South. And I'm like, listen, if you are east of Texas, like, I consider the whole thing. I'm like, that's the East. If you're 3 hours away from me, you're on the East. And that's just the way it goes. Lydia, you like parts of the Midwest? Which parts do you like of the Midwest? Yeah, Chicago's the only one that I can speak to. Everything is, I stick to my little like crescent moon, because I've done Texas, and Texas is like in the middle, so that's just my little sliver of this landmass. Jedi, it does rock cyberpunk vibes. Also, double win. Hey, you know, I aim to please. I aim to please. Lydia, Michigan, Grand Rapids, and Indiana, Bloomington. Oh, really? And what did you find in Bloomington? What was blooming in Bloomington? Inside joke, inside joke. And I love that for you. Your spouse in your house you found, love was blooming in Bloomington. I wasn't gonna say it, but now that you've said it, then I can say it. My friend found love. And I love that for you. The Netherrealm had my spouse. Remember when Noob Saibot and I got married and you and Aaron Black came to the wedding? Lydia, I will tell the whole world. Well, that is wonderful. My fear also is like if I accidentally like I never want to say too much and like low-key like dox my friends, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to run out into traffic now. Like, you got too casual, and I'm like, I lost it, I failed, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes, Dragon, we love the love. Cheers to love. And that's cheers to love if your love is a spouse in a house. If it is a friend at the bend. If it's an acquaintance at... Yeah, you know what I'm gonna say. We'll drink to that. We will drink to that. And what a lovely wedding. Thank you for having me. Side note. And you have to go. You are great. Oh, thank you so much. You are great. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for hanging. Even if it's just like 5 minutes, like, understand, like, so appreciated. So thank you so much. And yes, we'll see you on the next stream. We do this twice a week, my friend. Trust me. And also, please confirm if I'm saying your name right, because if I've been saying it wrong this whole time, also, walk into traffic. I'm like, it's over. Call it. I'm calling it. Grinch, an acquaintance at a paint and sip? Maybe. If it's an acquaintance, then they ain't us because we're friends? I don't know how that works. Oh, I am saying it correct. Oh, wonderful. Thank God. Okay, also, I know you gotta go, but thank you so much for confirming before you left. Wonderful. So yeah, until next time. Lydia, I will walk directly into traffic and then directly into the Dole Whip place. I'm so sorry. Oh no, help, I fell into deliciousness. Terrible. I hope the flavor doesn't consume me. I hope it does. Death by raspberry. Oh, what a way to go. Honestly. But it might be that time, you guys, to switch over to Spin 2. We had our 8 o'clock mark. Hello! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh my God, you're my favorite customer. You're my favorite tier 1 customer. I'm crying. Thank you so much. Cheers to you. Cheers, everyone. We have a new member of the lounge. Welcome. You were dead. You were on top of it. You were on top of it. Love it. You're my favorite. Oh no. Oh, do I get to talk about The Room now and make a Room reference? Please. Low key, The Room is one of my favorite movies. Not joking. And I know it's like, oh, okay, it's a meme movie. Yeah, but listen, there is something about it, like, outside from just the bizarre everything about it. It's so calming and relaxing. Whenever I want something just, like, on that just makes me relax, I put The Room on. 100%. I probably watched it more than, like, I don't want to say, like, actual movies, but you know what I mean. And I just love it. It's so bizarrely surreal. It's like watching a dream. And I think that's why it just, like, mellows me out every time. Hey, hi, Tree! Love it. Oh my god, we have a limited time to earn exclusive emotes. Oh, where are those emotes? Dimbone, you're kind of the same way with Grandma's Boy. Really? That's one that I have not seen. Lydia, oh hi, doggy. Thank you. Grinch, thank you so much. Get those bits. Throw me those D4s. Throw me those D4s so I can step on them, so I can feel that this moment is real. Ugh, amazing. Oh, it's funny as hell? Okay. I've heard good things about it. I just haven't personally watched it, but, you know, there's always room for one more, honey. This is so good. For everybody that is just tuning in, we are sipping on an Ouzo lemonade cocktail. A 1-to-4 ratio. Easy peasy. Have it neat or over rocks. I'm having it neat because ice wastes time. And that turns into water, and I'm not trying to have a watered down evening. Absolutely not. Demones, just have a go with the gray brush. The gray bush. Yep. You're something else. I'm glad. Please keep chatting. Please keep chatting. I feel bad because we're about to do a switch over. How did we even get on The Room? Or no, it was your intro. Okay, but yes, please. Dragon, absolutely worth a watch. If you have not, or if you're just being a teehee, then that's fine. Then I'm gonna teehee back. But really, if you haven't seen it, please watch it. It is entirely too hilarious to process and realize that it is indeed a real person that made this movie. Okay, so I have to watch Grandma's Boy and then I'll get it. Okay, all right. So a preemptive inside joke so that I can watch and then be like, oh, that's what I was talking about. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, you know. Fine and dandy like sour candy. More deep cut Simpsons reference, please. Anyone in the chat, see me. That is so good. All right. So before I get too carried away, we are about to switch over to go back to the lounge to put on a vinyl. And just like last week, which is crazy, it was a week ago, we do have a brand new vinyl to unwrap. So unshrink wrapping will be coming. And I will be catching you guys in just a little bit. And also, did anybody notice my fun X-wipe for my transitions? I'm very proud of them. I'm very proud. So let's see. We'll go 3, 2, 1. X-wipe. Yeah. And we're back. How are you feeling? Was that enough time? There we go. Sounding good? I gotta say, getting this like mic arm was the best thing that I have ever done. You guys are not even gonna believe what the setup used to look like. Oh, it is mood lighting time. We got an emoji highlight. I love it. I absolutely love it. And levels are good. Perfect. Music is good. For some reason, I don't know what happened because I didn't change anything on the last stream, but there was like no music or was completely silent until I turned it way up. And I was like, why is it being like this? What's going on? Very bizarre. Ad break. Boo. Well, for everyone that is here, thank you. Oh my God. Yes, keep throwing emojis at me. Or emotes. Oh my God. Sarah Violet. Well, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It makes my hair look less purple. I think I said that before. It almost makes me look like blonde. It's very bizarre. But it's purple, I assure you. I assure you. Ads in 2026. I know. Blech. I'm so sorry. But when we come back, it's going to be a great time. Much, much needed for this week. All right, we got to count down from 8, 7, 6. You guys know the rest. I'm not the count. This isn't Sesame Street. Mercy. Dimbone, it's fine. I have turbo, so you don't deal with them. And you shouldn't. You should never deal with them. You are above it. Above and beyond it. Let's move some things around. Get you come. Oh, no. Now you're in the frame. Now you're in the frame, little microphone. Alrighty. Nice. This thing is so sensitive. Like, it has a nice little, like, RGB fun little strip that goes around. But, every time I touch it, it's so touchy, and then it keeps switching over my settings. You guys can't see them, so it doesn't matter, but I'm like, but I know it's there. And the little mic, the boom arm, also has a little RGB strip. You know what? Makes it fun. Absolutely makes it fun. Mike needs his time in the spotlight as well. Yeah, he'll have it. He'll have it, Mike, one day. I did think about doing a stream with like a kind of like a behind the scenes kind of look. See what it looks like. This is so good, you guys. Everything's just like falling into place like perfectly. I'm so pleased. So we'll have the rest of the crew back in a little bit over a minute. So we're not going to do a album reveal yet. But for those that are listening, that maybe just joining the stream, we have been sipping on a wonderful Ouzo lemonade, and we're about to open up a new vinyl to spin. And this is going to be the first soundtrack that we have had. And I made an exception because I was talking about soundtracks before and how they would typically be omitted from our spin and sip. But because this one is one artist, and this is all new music specifically for the movie, it is definitely more like an album versus like a compilation, which is a lot of soundtracks will run into that compilation bit. So, yeah, spin it. I feel like that's what my face looks like as the record's spinning. I'm just like, new vinyl, new vinyl. Man, if I have another one of these, I'll be spinning. I will be spinning. Have it set on like not just like 33 RPMs. I'll be like 100 RPM. I'm like, ah. Yes. All right. Well, they will be back now. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Dimbone, you were the room, you know? Dealer's choice. Either way, everything is just like, spinning teacups. Got nothing on me right now. All right. Well, welcome back. Let's jump into it. I have our lovely vinyl tucked away. Da, 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 da. We are going to be listening to the Tron Ares soundtrack, aka a secret Nine Inch Nails album. So, I obviously am not here for Tron. I'm here for Nine Inch Nails. And the fact that it is Ares, I was like, okay, I can play with Greek. And that was a little bit of our inspiration for picking Ouzo as our spirit tonight. So it's all Greek to me. Lydia, you had a feeling it would be Nine Inch Nails related? Well, you were right, as always, because you are Emma Frost and I'm Psylocke. Duh. And please stay in my brain forever. Thanks. So, brand new. Ooh. Deflowered. Live on TV. So, we have our little sticker. Something that I thought was interesting that I don't think I've ever noticed on a vinyl before. It does indicate that it was made in Mexico, which I love it. And I was like, maybe I should make like a tequila based spirit, but went ahead and decided to go with Greek. And Dimbone, this stream is on the rating of R. Do you keep your hype stickers, Lydia? I like to. I folded up this one very, very nicely. I mean, yeah. I don't know what I would do with them, but I feel like I like hold on to them. I used to collect movie tickets or like movie stubs. And I used to have like it was a Chinese takeout container that was just filled with movie stubs. So I might need to put them in there. You too! Ah! Again, we're the same. She is me and I am her. And literally a Chinese takeout container. Yeah, no, we're the same person. That's just it. That's just it. Grinch stick them on a board. I thought about that too, like a scrapbook, an open face scrapbook. That would be good. Dimbone, I used to keep the top sticker from CD cases. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. Just like, it keeps the newness of it like a little bit longer. It's special. I think it's special. That's so funny. Yes. So, we'll take a look. This is it feels very nice. And I really like the Tron style Nine Inch Nails logo. Hyperdrama by Justice has been such a cool hype sticker. It's long and silver. Oh, like a holographic. Oh my god, I can see his face. I know that Trent anywhere. Yes. Oh. And then wait until you guys see the wax. So this is a double disc. Double vinyl. And it is pressed on a beautiful white vinyl. Completely opaque, 180 gram. Oof. Oh, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. Yeah, white vinyl just hits different. I cannot wait. And it looks like there's a little inscription on the inside. Oof. Dimbone, but did you ride Tron when they were playing Nine Inch Nails on it? No! Oh my god. I didn't even know that they brought it back. Well, where is the Tron ride? Is it a Disney World or Land? Because I Land only. I am only Land. World. Okay. Yeah, see, I've never been to Florida, but that's cool. That's so cool. And they did they brought back Captain EO for a little bit too, yes? Once upon a time. Grinch question, what is your first vinyl or oldest vinyl? That is a very good question. It would probably be one that my dad gave me. But I can't remember which one. I do have a first pressing of Thriller in my possession, which I know for one of the biggest albums of all time ever, that's not saying too much, but to have a first press is pretty cool. And it was from the time from when it came out and when he got it. So that's up there. Dimbo, you never heard anything about EO? I think this was in like 2009-ish. So it's been a little bit. Grinch, coincidentally, I liked the movie Tron Ares. Okay, you didn't. So you saw it. I did not see it. I just didn't have the gravitas of the Tron universe. Interesting. Did they try to like update it like too much? Did you feel? Dimbo. Oh, I thought you meant recently. No, not recent. Like recent as in like not like the 80s. Should specify. But yeah, let's go ahead and put this bad boy on. So beautiful. All right. Oh, I guess I should. I'll drop the link for everybody that is watching if you just want something convenient. And I need to get better about this and putting them in the chat right when we start. And also getting better about using Discord, and that's my fault. That's a Sarah problem. All right. So perfect. All right. So we have the entire playlist right here. I believe it is 24 tracks, and I like that this is from the 9 Inch Nails channel. So this is from the gang specifically. So I'm going to let me see. What do I want to use? I wish I had like a dancing emoji, but I keep calling them emojis, but they're emotes. Can you tell I'm new to Twitch? Can you tell that I'm a little baby? Tron Ares didn't update things as much as Tron Legacy did, even though that was the first one. So would you call this like a return to form then? We are getting it. Love it. Get back in there. Nice little sleeve. So I think our first track is just an intro. Oh, it sounds so good. Oh, I wish you guys could hear it on vinyl. And I wanted to take a look. I was lucky enough to actually get some decent seats for the 9 Inch Nails show when they played near me. And they killed it. They put on an incredible show, as I knew that they would. But it was even better. This was the leg of the tour, because I know that they did two, kind of back to back. This was the one with Boys Noise, and start to finish, incredible set from both. But obviously, 9 Inch Nails killed it. Everything from stage, like the VR work. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I have a new, or not newfound, but just one of my friends does like VJ work and all sorts of graphics, and he does some really cool things. And I really started to appreciate and like look at and understand what they were doing and like what goes into that type of like visual with like especially like a DJ set or just an electronica set. And theirs was so good. Like I knew it would be, but it was so good. This was my first time seeing them, and set list was incredible. Trent obviously sounded great. Rest of the band sounded great. Boys Noise started with not started, but included their version, or I guess remix / cover of Closer. And yeah, as expected, brought down the house. The stage was like this very I'm trying to think, it almost looked like the base or a stand of like industrial like stage lighting, but 4 posts that came down in like this like cage. And flawless execution. So good. I wish I could go back, and I feel like absolutely like that's me in my dance mode. And Lydia, you have it playing on your PS5. Excellent. Jedi. And the soundtrack is absolutely fire. So was Daft Punk's take for Tron Legacy. That's all I remember about these movies. I'm like, okay, what did the suits look like? Because I can appreciate a sci-fi like look. I always like that aesthetic. But I'm like, who's doing the music? Who's on the soundtrack? And I feel like this is a follow-up because that album, like Daft Punk, is universally just excellent. And everybody loved that album. And this is like I feel like Nine Inch Nails are like the only group that could, I don't want to say top like a competition, but could just like maintain that level of like hype and like fantastic. Grinch, it felt like a side story, kind of like each movie of the 28 days /weeks later movies. Different smaller stories based in a larger world instead of the big main story. I definitely wouldn't have expected that. Like little like vignettes kind of like strung together in a story. Interesting. The Boys Noise of Heresy is so good. Oh, I haven't heard that. And they released it on streaming? Well then, I know what I'll be listening to. I need some new music too. For as much work that I'm doing now, like on the computer, more than usual, and really just with like all of the Twitch setup stuff, I have been needing to like add in music. Because I feel like I've had the same rusty, crusty playlist for so long. It's not rusty, like they're my favorite, so that's why they stay where they are. But I'm always needing new music, 100%. Lydia, I have to say that I prefer the Pixel Grip version of As Alive As You Need Me to Be, but they're both good. I think Pixel Grip is, they're great. They are great, and anytime a group can tackle like a heavy hitter like Nine Inch Nails and hold their own, if not make it better, that's just a sign of how talented they are, which I want them to get more attention. I feel like we don't really have any... I'd put Sextile in there, and they have been on a handful of tours that have had some decent attention. But I feel like they could go so much further, and they deserve that for the right crowd. I don't want dummies in it. I know that makes me sound like, oh, you're a gay kid. No. I want them appreciated in the best way and not oversaturated. That's what I want. Rita's vocals are so good. They're so good, and they're so good for the genre. That's the other part that people like. You hear it, or it's when you don't hear it that you like realize that it's like, oh yeah, why do I like this singer? Why do I like this vocalist so much more? And it's like, yeah, you're really fit for the music. Oh. This is so good. I always like to see, talking about like covers, I always like to see artists that cover something that's outside of their usual genre. I always think that's a tell of a more versatile voice, a more unique voice, if you can genre jump. Because usually you can see like, oh, you normally don't sing like this, do you? And I'm not talking like, oh, like someone that's doing like, death metal that's like, oh, hey, actually, can you sing like a really poppy ballad? Yeah, that's gonna be like unrecognizable, but something that is a little more versatile. You can always appreciate that. You've been listening a lot to a lot of Android Lust lately, and her vocals are amazing too. Yeah, that's what, Olivia is the lead singer? Yes. I think that's her. Shiki? Oh, let me see. Oh, I'm thinking of Nitzer Ebb. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Who I'm thinking of. Now this is gonna drive me crazy. Now it's gonna drive me crazy. But yes, I think listening to Android Lust is always a good idea. 100% of the time. And I know that we were talking about Ladytron also not too long ago. And I could definitely go for more Ladytron. It is a different sound though. And then like once you get deep enough into the genre, because I know there's a lot of people that are like, oh, well, it's like all like techno, right? And it's all like the same. It's like, no, it's definitely not. But when you hear them back to back and like different groups or different artists that represent those subgenres within the genre, and then it's like, oh yeah, now I can tell. Now I hear it. And yes, Ladytron is criminally underrated. And they have been like consistently for like at least like what, 10 plus years. Like every album is a hit. There's some that land better for me and just hit a little bit harder than others. But for the most part, they've never had a miss for me. And you are finally seeing Ladytron for the first time at the end of the month. That's right. I knew it was coming up. Please tell us how it was. You know what? I don't have any Ladytron vinyl. I don't have any Ladytron on vinyl. Something that I will amend soon. Absolutely soon. Admittedly, their current album isn't my favorite, but still amazing. And I think that's okay. I think like you can still be a good artist and have that presence and have that sincerity to your sound and have that genuine layer that you never lose, even if you do experiment. Because I imagine like as an artist, you don't want to make the same album over and over again. And then you don't want to experiment so much that you have no consistency. And it's like, all right, well, I don't know who this is because they have no signature. So yeah, I imagine that's got to be a tough thing to deal with as an artist, especially when you have a fan base that's looking for a certain sound. I always like to see bands that have slowly like evolved and like genre jumped, and you can always tell the fans that joined at a certain point. And it's like, oh, you came in at this era. Oh, you're here for this. And it's not bad. It's just something that you notice that's just interesting to see within the fandom. If you have like a body of work or an artist that's spanning like decades, you're always going to see those just different types of fans. Lydia, their vinyl is hard to come by. Yeah, I think that's why it has never been on my radar. But they are re-releasing a bunch of their older releases. Light and Magic is probably easiest to come by, or probably easy to come by, and it's such a good album, so I'm not surprised. But yes, I could absolutely have some Ladytron in the mix. Do we have any other electronica fans in the chat? We are spinning. It's so silent. I don't know if this is like a hidden track. I mean, I know someone has a birthday coming up, so, and I know someone else has a birthday coming up, so we're gonna buy each other the same vinyl. Perfect. Yeah, this track is super quiet. Yeah, I was like I see the needle spinning, but I don't hear anything, which is good because I don't need a DCMA on me. I'm like, I haven't even got to like 15 streams. They're like, I'm sorry, Warner Brothers music is shutting you down. No, that's not what I want. Grinch, I need to get into vinyl more. You still have your first, which is the Batman album by Prince. Yeah, and that's such a good one. Like, it's not like, oh, I only have one vinyl. If you only have one vinyl and that's what it is, that is a completely valid and solid start to a collection. Notice how I said start. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Ugh. Another ad break. Well, I think this will be the last one for the end of the night. So for any of you lovely people that are listening or watching, I do apologize. In the next 25-ish seconds, an ad will come. But we will be here when you get back. And we'll be probably flipping this vinyl over and listening to the rest of the Tron Ares soundtrack. And so far, I am extremely pleased. I definitely really, really like it. I'm also not surprised, so I feel like saying, oh yeah, and I really like it. It's like, oh, I really love Oxygen. Breathing it is nice. Like, yeah, it is. Vinyl is an addiction. Confirmed. Absolutely confirmed. Grinch, the last electronica-esque album you listened to was Ronnie Size's Coming Down the other day. Oh, and what would you say that subgenre is? Because I'm not too familiar. Dimbone, yes, I can say see you on the flip side. 100%. See you on the flip side. See you on the B side. See you on the Ouzo is taking over my tongue side. Oh my goodness. It is Sarah on the flip side, you know? And I love being there. I love being there. Yeah. These are so fun. Let me see. Who haven't I used yet? Who haven't I used? I've got some hype. Have a little lull. Roni Size is the king of drum and bass. Well, sounds like someone that I need to be in contact with. I would like to orchestrate a diplomatic alliance with the king of drum and bass to bring music to all the land and a funky, dirty bass line. So good. So good. We love it. We absolutely love it. All right. And that flip side is now... This just looks so good, especially in like the purple light. Like this like gleams. It almost has like a glow in the dark like quality to it. Alrighty. All right, side B. The rest of the crew will come back hopefully within about 45 seconds. But yeah, how are we feeling about it so far? Are we digging it? Are we digging it? I feel like I'm trying to think what this would be the soundtrack to if it wasn't Tron. And there's so few movies that even come to mind. I still haven't seen Hail Mary yet, which is crazy because I wanted to see it and I made plans, quote unquote, to see it, but still haven't. Welcome back, everybody else. Welcome back. I'm so sorry you had to have those probably loud and probably very annoying commercials in your face. But now we're back. We're on side B of the Tron Ares soundtrack. And we are thinking of any alternate movie that it may have been, or that could have been, the host movie for the music. And Lydia, yeah, I agree, Blade Runner. Or like any sci-fi movie, cyberpunk-esque type movie. What else? I feel like we don't have enough of them. I feel like sci-fi needs like a moment. We need another moment in sci-fi, specifically that type, which is strange because like with the like Cyberpunk 77, like you think that more movies would kind of fall into that. Like when one thing gets popular, you know, things go through a cycle and there's always like a little bit of a trend where some of these micro genres and like micro styles will come back into play. But there's so few and far between with sci-fi. And I feel like just like as a genre in general, like, do studios feel like it's too much of a gamble to really invest in something that's sci-fi because the audience is like not as vast as it could be for like your, you know, rom-com or whatever, like a run-of-the-mill action movie. So I don't know. I don't know why sci-fi is usually the least common or popular, but it doesn't mean that I love it any less. And Dimbone, you're kind of disappointed that the announcement for Firefly returning is animated. Oh, how so? I guess the expectation is like, oh, it's coming back, so you're thinking of, you know, it coming back as it was. I accept it just in the way that I know that the actors will be able to... It's easier to kind of separate the fact that not like, 20 years has gone by. So you can kind of separate that if it's animated. And then if they choose to keep going, it keeps everything in more of like a stasis, if that makes sense. So for that reason, I'm not too disappointed. And the fact that like we don't have Book anymore. And I feel like that would be felt a lot harder with live action. But that's kind of my thoughts. Yeah, you were wanting it to be returned with people. It doesn't have to be the same actors. Oh, so you're okay with different actors can have younger generation take over. Interesting. Okay, so it's not so much seeing the same actors reprising their roles, but just something that is like live action to live action. I can understand that. More like cohesive, like within the storytelling. That makes sense. I'm just trying to think of what is the most feasible with like what they can actually do and what the cast wants to do. Yeah, like they did with the librarians. So I'm not familiar with the librarians. Let's take a look and find out. I love when I can check stuff out because you guys can throw some exciting things at me. Okay. And this had 4 seasons, so already it's doing better than Firefly. And this was a... Oh, interesting. Yeah, I cannot recall this. But these were pretty close. So it was, yeah, 2014, 15, 16, and 17 for the seasons. Interesting. It's like Warehouse 13. Very. Rebecca Romijn, Mystique herself was starring in this? How do I not know about this? Crazy. I don't recognize anybody else. Interesting. Vanessa Williams as Cynthia Rockwell in season 3. Oh, wow. Bruce Campbell as Santa Claus. Of course. Of course he was Santa Claus. Of course. But how will we know it's him if his chin is hidden by a giant beard? We'll never know. We'll never know. Grinch. The announcement for Firefly feels too early because there is no solvency, no proof of concept, or confirmation of a final product. Well, I mean, when Fillion is like, hey, I'm going to make a whole bunch of my own, basically like my own promo. It's like, okay, I'll take that as gospel. I'll listen to that. But I would like to see what the art style is going to look like because I feel like I'd like something with like a lot of like texture and like that same lived in feeling that the show has. I would want like the animated version of that. Not as stylized as like something like a, hey, Nesto, welcome in. Talking about Firefly, talking about reboots and various shows of, not necessarily reboot, but the exhumed corpse of a show that's getting a season years later. But yeah, having that type of stylization of Star Wars Visions, something like that, I feel like would be really interesting visually, and I would like to see something of that nature, but not as intense. So it'll be interesting to see what they go with and what they pick. Dimbo and Bob Newhart was on it. I did see him, and my time as a young child and my mom watching Nick at Night. I'm like, oh yeah. Bob Newhart, Felicia Day. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see, who else have we got here? Jerry O'Connell. Oh wow, Bex Taylor Claus. Okay. Crazy. They must have been like way child baby. Sean Astin. Yeah, definitely some more people than what I thought. So now I know. All right. All right. Nesto, how is your evening going? And yeah, I'm also genuinely surprised that Saga hasn't been made into a show yet, because I haven't made it. I haven't made it. If there are no Saga fans in the world, then I am dead. That's how I feel about it. But also Saga isn't finished, so maybe that's why. But I do feel like there's enough content that it would absolutely have legs for something like this, and it would translate really well and definitely be animated for sure. I would not want any other... I would not want a live action Saga. And a big part of why it's so successful and so impactful is the art. Fiona Staples' art. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And Grinch, it is the never-ending saga. It's been over 10 years and it's still not done. But also, like, you know, Game of Thrones isn't finished. Like, Martin is still writing stuff, and they basically just are like, hey, we need filler. Just, you know, do what you want. The books aren't out yet, and the books are like a cinder block. So it can definitely be done, and you can have a show without all of your source material being finished. If that makes it canon or not, I don't know, but you can still have something. And then he's got another, like House of Dragon is out now, and I don't even know what that covers. Is that still a part of like A Song of Fire and Ice, or is it like a prequel kind of? I don't know. Lydia, you want to play Lion Cat? Well, I have got news for you. As the casting director for Saga, you have been cast and you are hired as Lion Cat. Your line? Lying. Please remember your lines and show up on time. Wow, you're a natural. You're a natural. Beautiful. I'm looking at my Lion Cat plush right now. This is probably like my favorite thing that I've ever gotten from San Diego Comic-Con is my Lion Cat plush. And on the collar, the little sun, it would actually like talk and just lying. But that has since died, and now I can't get it back. And Lydia, yes, I did buy that when we went. And that was probably the best San Diego experience. No, that was the best San Diego experience that I've had. Yes. I remember it was that. We got some great art. That was when Mac and the Star Trek collab was happening, and we got to go on a spaceship filled with makeup. And I was like, this is the dream. This is 100% the dream. And yes, that was my favorite trip of all time. I remember, like, getting there was so fun. The trip, like, there, the trip back, everything just came in. Uber Eats was, like, new, and I remember we got, like, a ton of Indian food for, like, $10. Yes! Oh my God. Yeah, free hotel and free Indian food. I was like, this is great. This is absolutely great. Grinch Lion Cat plush sounds like the name of an album. Yeah, and it was the album of my life. 100%. Yes. You know. Oh my God. I love, what a time. What a time that was. God. I don't know, for those of you that are not the con-going set that are in the chat, I think it's worth it. Just go to one. Just check out one. Even if it's like a small con in your area, whatever that looks like, check one out. Go with a friend. It does have an energy and an environment like nothing else there's nothing else that I can compare it to. And for as, you know, sometimes weird as they can be, for as expensive as they can be, for potentially the hassle that they can be to, you know, get there and, you know, get your costume together and whatever that looks like, it's so worth it. When you go to a good one, it's like, I am surrounded by X amount of people that are, for the most part, all on the exact same page as me. And that's such a cool feeling. And it's so worth it. So if you're on the fence about it, if you've never gone, go to a con, meet your people, make friends. So worth it. And Nesto, cons are fun. There's one for everything nowadays. Yeah. And I think that's cool. I think that the big con can be nice, because then it's like, oh, you just get like a, you know, it's like a kitchen sink. It's a Long Island iced tea of cons. You get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but not a whole of anything. So when you go to like a smaller con or a more like niche, very specific type of con, you can enjoy that vibe and that kind of experience too. And they're all different, but having that variety is definitely worth it and definitely great to experience. Lydia, I would love to experience a con for the first time again. I agree. Like, God, I remember just like going with my parents. I'm like, I was like, wow, this is so cool. And then, you know, there's like that roller coaster effect, right? And I feel like that's with anything. It's not just cons. When it's like, it's new and you're like, wow, I don't know what to expect. And then you're like, oh, okay, now I'm familiar. Now I'm comfortable. And then now I'm like, okay, I've seen everything and I'm waiting to be impressed. And that's like your kind of like crest. You're like, okay, well, I've seen it all now. And then you start to have that dip down of like, oh, I'm not surprised anymore. I'm not like enthused anymore about anything because I've seen it and done it already. And you kind of tank back down. But there's always that like second wind of like, oh, well, I've never been to this con before. I've never been to this type of con before. And then you just get that rejuvenation back. Or if you just get together with people that are new, that can definitely help kind of put the wind back in your sails. And I feel like that's kind of the journey that I've been on like in the last like year and a half or so, is just like, all right, I've seen a lot and I love it. I still love it, but I want that new experience too. And that's the exciting part. It's like, okay, well, let's look at those different niches and let me make some friends that are maybe not people that I would have met at, you know, one of the usual spaces, and expanding your like creative interest, especially when it comes to con. Because Nesto, you're totally right. There is a con for everything, and it's like, yeah, well, let me go to it. Let me check this out, even though it's not my main thing. I still like this insert topic. Let me check it out. And you never know. Lydia, your first con was at the Sheraton Crescent, which is now a retirement home. Well, the memories will live on forever. Oh, that's funny. Grinch, the energy is worth it. I'm getting ready for one next week. Ooh, how fun. I don't take a million pictures at cons anymore, but I want to. Yeah, do it. Like, feel that, like, that new excitement. And whenever I feel like, oh, I'm taking too many pictures, when I go back and then find ones that like aren't dupes, or like my eyes closed and I look like a goofball, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad that I have them, because when you look back, it does make a huge difference. Like, I was doing that not too long ago, just looking at some old pictures at different events, and I was like, oh, I think I know this person, or I think I met this person. And I went back in my photos, and actually found the picture. You know, looking at people's like friends' first booth, and it's like, oh, the first time you were vending, yeah, I got pictures of that. And it is like such a time capsule. And also, depending on what someone's cosplaying as, you can also kind of like low-key like carbon date the event. Like, there are pictures that I have from cons that I'm like, oh wow, everyone is in Overwatch cosplay. I know what era this is. I'm like, oh, everyone's in blah 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 cosplay. So you can kind of like date it and keep track of it, which I think is fun, because it's just you know, it's a sign of the media that's out, and I think that's a cool way to our record has stopped, I see. But I think that's a cool way to kind of mentally pace like where media was at, where shows were at. I always like seeing when I'm in different Gamoras, because I'm like, oh, well, I know that, you know, this movie hadn't come out yet, so I have an idea of where I was, what was playing, what wasn't out. So it's a way to just really get that capsule just through cosplay. All right, it is time for disc 2, our lovely, beautiful white vinyl. So we will put you back in your little home, and we will jump in to side C. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, stop sliding around. All right, let's get back to it. Black Vortex Gamora, or Gam Gam. Excuse me, what a typo. What a verbal typo that just happened. Black Vortex Gam Gam is my favorite of yours. Well, thank you. I want to wear her again, and she's in perfect condition. It's the trim. And ironically, she has a hood. The trim that I used, I got a little bit lazy, and it has a little bit of wire in it. So it helps keep the shape, which looks really nice, but it also frays. And so I haven't worn it since like I made it, which is also crazy. And I never did like a proper shoot with it. I would like to. What I wanted to do is reach out to one of my photographer friends and say, hey, I've got like realistically like 10 costumes that I would love to reshoot, but I want them to like all be the same, like same, oh my gosh, same photographer. So I just need to like narrow that down, because she would definitely be one. And what's also crazy, if you guys like inside information, don't you? Yeah, inside information. I will be making another Gamora as well. I know, it's like, wow, you haven't made too much. Well, what did I finish most recently? It was Coupe and Blink. That wasn't too long ago. So I've got 2 costumes for the year, and then I just did some like different like looks. Like I did the Ice Dragon for Romanticon. That was fun. And yeah, just another like ballroom fantasy type look. I didn't make anything new for Ren Fair. So yeah, I think I am due. So we've got Tanya, specifically Deception Tanya, on tap. Another Gamora. Havoc is getting a remake, and that one's gonna be really fun. Oh no, we've got another dirty ad break coming. I'm so sorry. In 20-ish seconds. I'll give one more warning. But what else? Omega Sentinel is also getting a redo. So I've got a full plate. Fabric is on the way. 3, 2, 1, break. But yeah, fabric is on the way, so that will be coming. It's just a matter of the when. All of the when and the timing. And I have, this is me at the ads. Just getting everything shipped and into me. And a prop did arrive today. I just got like the base 3D print. Oh, Jedi, you say your fantasy ball costumes rock the saga vibe? Oh, you think so? Well, one does. Well, thank you. I will gladly accept it. I will happily take that. I haven't worn Alana in so long. So long. But it's time. It's absolutely time to bring her back. And what else? I think that's it. Oh, I did have a new costume. Not a remake or a redo, but a new costume. So I feel like our anime characters are not getting as much love as they could. So I will leave that one a surprise. I mean, I gotta keep you guys on your toes for something, you know? You gotta still be surprised. Just a little bit. But yeah, so I've got a full plate of things. But since a lot of these are going to be remakes, I've already got my pattern made. So I don't need to do a lot of like trial and error with making my own patterns because I already did. So that'll be super easy. Havoc, I'm really excited. I think that's one that if I just like lock in and just like take a day to do it, I can probably knock it out in one day. I just need to do it. So this weekend, I'm doing like a family kind of catch-all because I did miss some family gatherings earlier in the week that I wanted to catch up on. So I'll be doing some family stuff Saturday. Sunday, the kittens are going to get their shots because they're big kids. So gotta take a herd of 5 kittens in to get their little vaccinations. So that'll be a good chunk of the day. And then when I get done with that, have a little bit of some R&R time. And then boom, we're back on Monday with you guys. So that'll be my day. Ads are over. Welcome back, everybody listening and watching. Grinch, for as long as I've been following you, you always surprise me. I can never guess what you're going to become next. Yeah. Thank you so much. I think that surprise is fun. I love the surprise. I know it frustrates some people. And they're like, well, just say what you're making. Like, you're not inventing something new. And I'm like, yeah, but what if you see it for the first time? And then you're like, wow, I wasn't expecting this. Like, that's cool. That's a part of the fun, I think. So, surprises will keep coming. They will absolutely keep coming. But insider information is nice too. I like being able to give that to you guys. So we've got 2 remakes. Havoc and Omega. Tanya's gonna be brand new. Gamora will be brand new. And then the secret anime option. In a perfect world, and I don't know if I'll be able to go to AX. I know we were talking about cons a little bit ago. I don't know if I'm going to go to AX, but I would like to just do Saturday. I really just want to do Saturday, and I want to wear what hopefully I will make to AX. That is my hope. But July is always such a crazy month because it's AX, it's San Diego, it's my birthday, and usually like a family trip at some point in time. And it's Lydia's birthday also, because we're both July babies. So yeah, I don't know. We will just take over the world instead. All of July is just a takeover. Grinch, I love your theatricality. Thank you. That's not my fatality, not my animality. It's my theatricality. July babies are the best. That's right. They are. And yes, that's us. That's us. Oh, not popcorn. Not popcorn. I just want joy. Just joy. I want hearts and stars in my eyes. But yeah, I love the surprise. So hopefully we can do it. Yes, hello. I am indeed still here. We're going a little bit longer today. I think we were yapping longer than I realized when we were making our drinks, because we are just on side C right now, just the second disc of the album. I don't know. Are we good with running a little bit longer today, you guys, to finish out the album? Well, welcome back, Trusty. Welcome back. We have been chilling and very much. You are defo cool with it? Well, I'm super glad. Well, then, Lydia, then we will stay. Oh, Killing Joke. Yeah, well, then, absolutely. Well, welcome back home. Chill. Dragon. Never gonna complain about more Sarah. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I always want to be mindful of everybody's time, and you know, it's like it's still, most people still gotta get up, and you gotta hustle it for Friday. But I'm not gonna lie, I give Friday like 75% effort, maybe. I'm already checked out. When Friday comes, I'm low key just like thinking about Sunday afternoon, because that's how fast it all goes. So, absolutely, come chill, come hang. It is time. It is time to hang. Oh, it's great to have you guys here. Thank you for sticking around. Lydia, I usually give Friday about 10% effort. Yeah. I mean, your 10% effort is like everybody else's 110, so let's just say. Speak on it. Speak on it. Killing Joke, guess what? I just made a Sprite with a whole lime over ice cream. Or ice, no cream. Okay, I was like, oh, are you making like, not a brown, like what, a white cow? Albino cow? I feel like that would still be pretty good because like I like a lemon pound cake or something. That's gotta be a real recipe, right? Because you have like a black cow is basically like a root beer float, right? And then a brown cow is like Coke float. Is a Sprite and ice cream like a albino cow? Or is it something else? It's like a Snow White or something. Lydia, I was gonna say that sounds so strange. I feel like it has potential to be good. Because yeah, I'm thinking of like a lemon and vanilla, like a vanilla cake with like lemon frosting. I can get into. Killing Joke, little sister used to do lemon bar shots when she was still working at one of the clubs. I feel like that would be good. I'm curious. And I mean, listen, I'm all about experimenting with everything. 100%. And oh, trust me, we are spinning. See, I'm trying to stay in the habit of it, and then I slacked. I'm like, what are we listening to? We are listening to the Tron Ares soundtrack, aka Secret New 9 Inch Nails album. We are on side C for right now, and it is on this beautiful white vinyl, made in Mexico, hecho en Mexico. And I am really loving it so far, obviously. You can just look at Trent watching us through this foggy red window. So another hit. I love we got to unbox this one, unwrap this one on stream. So I had 2 new albums in a row. Last week we unwrapped Gorillaz Demon Days for last Thursday. And now we have this one for today. So new album. But that's going to be it. Everything else is going to be well-worn and fox-eared, well-loved, in the best way. In the absolute best way. Have you talked about all the Matt Reeves tweets today? Oh, we have not, but we can absolutely crack that open. I was low-key going to bring up a little bit of Spider Noir myself. Trust me, I once saw Trent at LAX in a plane coming from Orlando. He was pushing a stroller with a baby wearing family clothes with his family. Complete dad mode. I love that for him. That's so cute. I always think of the the picture of Danzig walking out of the store with like the huge thing of cat litter. And I'm like, yep. He is me and I am him. That's the energy. But I love that for him. I like when celebrities and performers can just like exist and just be. But it's still just funny because it's like, look at Trent. Look at him go. But seems like such a cool guy and dude. So he's a cool goo. But cool guy. Super cool guy. And I always like when like a good artist is solid in person, unlike some people that are attached to the Tron movie. Unlike some people. And oh, trust me, no one was bothering him. I wanted to get his picture but felt bad. And that's fair. It's like you don't want to, nobody wants to like interrupt, but I also feel like there is a difference of like being invasive about it and like people that get like offended when the answer is no. It's like if you're asking like that, like understand that the answer could be no because you are asking. You are not just like taking, like you're not paparazzi. So I feel like even having that foresight, you probably would have been fine, 100% fine. But I would be the same way. I would just be like, I might like wave or like just like some sort of like acknowledgement if it happened organically. But it's like, oh, if they like say hi or if you feel like there's an opportunity, you can read the room. You know, you can kind of feel out when people are like, I'm not here. I don't want to be seen. You know. And Lady Gaga's Mayhem Requiem is out. I did not know. Guile told Trent to go home and be a family man. And he listened. Of course he did. Of course he did. Because he's a nice guy. He's a gentleman. He's a classically piano trained gentleman. No, low-key do love when he plays piano. That was what they opened with. We talked about the show that I was at, was it September, when I went to go see them, and he just opened completely just piano. I don't know. I want to say a cappella, but I know that's not the right term. But just him and the piano, very dramatic lighting. It was so beautiful. And then when the synth came in, it just hit even harder and was just delicious. Perfect and delicious. Yeah. Oh, Grinch, you about to get on some Requiem? Requiem for a Darling? I think so. It is kind of burning a hole in my pocket because I do want to play Mayhem. But I feel like I will get too into it. No, well, I get too into all of them, but I'm trying to refrain. And I want to play stuff that would still be hopefully new for some of you guys, just so that I can turn you on to a new album or a new artist. And just keep things mixed up. Be like, I've heard of this really, really indie singer. Her name's Lady Gaga. Have you guys heard of her? You haven't? What? That's so crazy. How could this be? How could this happen? But I think, and this is exciting, I think this might be our longest stream. I'm so excited. I only listened to Deep Cuts by Lady Gaga, sorry. I only listened to Lady Boba. Mixer Master. Mixer. Well, yeah, I am the mixer of drinks, technically. I mean, this is just, now it's just dishes. I don't want to do that. I want to flip this vinyl over. I'm ready to flip my lid. Alright. Side D, let's go. Killing Joke, longest stream. Yeah. It feels good though. I feel like if we have the music for it, if we've got the chops for it, we've got the yaps for it. No, this has been super fun. Last stream was just so fun. Hype. Hype, hype, hype. And this one is following right in line with the energy and the goodness. And I don't know if there's anyone that is still hanging around that came from Crash's raid. I sent her a message right after it was over. I was like, thank you so much. This was my first raid and it was so good. But I love that. I love hyping up people. Everything just being a community. That's the best. That's the best. And Killing Joke, there is nothing like vinyl. Nothing like it. And that's what, inspired this. I'm like, yeah, people know about the cosplay and people know about, the makeup and the body paint and all of that. And that's obviously a big part of who I am and a big part of what I love. But music is right up there and 100% like in my DNA. So the fact that I get to really talk about it, play it, get hyped for it, that's everything. And I love drinks. So when I was like just thinking about like, okay, what do I want to do? And I'm like, what if we just combine them together? And what if it's both? And that is how it was born. It's a twofer. Are you a child of MTV also? I wouldn't say so. I was more of like I don't even know what I would watch. Yeah, I guess it's like early internet like videos. Like when YouTube didn't have ads. Like that era, I remember watching videos. I remember Fuse. I think we had talked about on one of the streams, we were talking about like Fuse and Much Music. And then there was like some deliberation of like Much Music was what became Fuse, but it was Canadian first. And then it was like, or they had two versions of it. I forgot already, but it's something along those lines. So I was more of like a Fuse kid, and I mean some MTV stuff, because I mean they still played music until like 10 years ago. I remember MTV2 because that was like, oh, we're gonna do like, instead of an 8-hour marathon of Teen Mom, we're gonna have a whole channel where we actually just play music videos. That I remember. And they would have like different blocks of like genres or artists. That was it. And now we have nothing. We have nothing. And everything is online now. I remember Fuse, they had good music. I was lucky enough to be around when MTV actually played music. Ah, what a time. And here's what's like so dumb about it is like they could go back at any time. And if everyone wants to ride the wave of like nostalgia, and if we want to go back to these times, especially where like media is concerned and the way media used to be consumed, and it's not like that long ago. Like vinyl is what, from like 50s and 60s, like that really hasn't changed that much. But music videos aren't that far back in terms of like the historical timeline. It's like you could just play them again. You could just do that, but they opt not to. Lydia, I miss having to catch a music video on TV to see it. Yep. I remember making the video because I would never like watch intensely. I would watch if I could catch like the shows, specifically making the video. And God, what was the other one? Pop-up video. And then they would run them in syndication. So I don't know if I ever caught any of like the new ones as they were coming out, but it was like the syndication ones. Love that. Lydia, I remember seeing the making of World Is Not Enough by Garbage. Ugh. Killing Joke, when I was a kid, late night music videos when I couldn't sleep got me through my childhood. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I miss being surrounded by music in that way. And like before, when I was working like a retail job, we at least had, you know, the radio or like something like piped in. Now I'm like, I go on my deep dives, like looking for music and like digging through like a stream. And then, you know, I find my one new artist that I like. And then I'm like, oh, well, who did they tour with? Or, oh, who's on this track with them? And just kind of branch out from there. So that's how I find out a lot of music. There's a lot more digging that you have to do. And I don't know if that's, you know, bad or good, or if those words even mean anything, because it's different because it's deliberate, right? You're not waiting for like, oh, what's just going to shuffle on the radio? It's like, well, I can seek out whatever I want to hear. So I do like that autonomy. And I know that it'll be way easier to sift through things that I don't care about. But at the same time, you do like just kind of leaving it up to, you know, your digital DJ to say like, here's kind of what I'm into, play something like it, and discovering something that way. But with music videos, you have to know what you're looking for now. Like before, like I remember just looking at like the music tab on YouTube, and I think there's still something there, like YouTube Music, but again, it's buried in ads and all sorts of stuff, so it's just not as fun as it could be. Dimbone, oh, to sit by the VCR waiting to record your favorite videos onto a VHS. Feels old, man. There is nothing like taking your media for yourself. Recording stuff off the radio, off TV, whatever that looks like. I'll still like screen capture stuff like on my phone. Because even in like a digital landscape, I'm like, I don't know, I like this video or I like this like picture. I'm like, I need to save it because stuff could go down at any time. Either the user removes it for whatever reason. I'm like, what if their account gets taken down? That could happen. What if it's a server cataclysm and you lose stuff? Like, I think about my account and I'm like, if something happened to my account, I would lose like just years. Like there's so much like archival information that we have with social media that losing it, especially as time goes on, I feel like would just be just so monumental. It's like an entire life, or like not a life because that sounds extreme, but just like a footprint of your interest and what you were doing, that like little digital scrapbook that would just be gone. Jedi, great music and stream convo. You are out. Have a great night, all. I know we're staying a little bit later. I know you've probably got a 3:30 a.m. start time, Jedi. So I'm gonna pray for you. But thank you for hanging as long as you did. We're about done. We're about halfway through our side D, but thank you for hanging, and we will absolutely catch you on hopefully Monday. And have a fantastic evening until then. Killing Joke, I remember it would be Snoop and Dre followed by a Portishead video and then a Tupac video, and I learned I liked almost any genre. I mean, and those are the heavy hitters. Like now, I feel like it's so much more of a gamble. It could be something that I love, or it could be just slop. And it was just different. Music was just different, just because the way, even in the last 5 years, it's changed. It's absolutely changed. And I don't want to say one is better than the other, but it's just impossible to ignore. Portishead mentioned, yes, absolutely. And Lydia, I saved some cute pictures of Kevin Parker recently, like some sort of stupid teenage girl. Listen, you're living your best life, and if anyone ever got my phone, I wouldn't care about oh no, they could get my wallet and steal my identity. I'm like, oh God, they're gonna see what pictures I've seen. Oh no. And that's me just like face melting in complete terror because I have got some embarrassing stuff on my phone. Killing joke to Lydia. I still got Portishead and Dummies saved on my iCloud. Lydia, you're making the correct choices. Can confirm. Grinch, all hail music video shows like Beavis and Butthead and pop-up video. Yeah, I feel like people kind of forget that Beavis and Butthead were just kind of like, not really like impromptu, kind of like VJs and like bumpers just put into the concept of a show for videos. We could never have that again. We could never have it. From M. Bison to embarrassing. Yeah, no, there's not even it's just straight embarrassing. And that's okay. Not embarrassing. Get out. Well, Grinch, she's spoken. You gotta get out. You gotta book it to the door. It's over. Lydia, I remember seeing KMFDM on Beavis and Butthead. Yes, I think I know the episode that you are talking about. And what a beautiful capsule. What a beautiful time capsule. You know what? Here, since it's been such a long stream, and since we're a little unhinged, it's 9:30 at night. It's past midnight for some of you Midwesterners and East Coasters. You would be turning into pumpkins by now. The ad break is about over. So 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone that had to unfortunately endure the nasty, dirty ad break. I have decided, since our album is about over, we've gone a little bit over stream than usual. We're going to play a little bit of a game. Are we ready? Are we ready for this game? You're going to give me a character, and without downloading anything on my phone, I am going to see if I have a picture of this character on my phone. So, first one that jumps in the chat, you let me know, and I will confirm if they are on my phone already. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Unfortunately, as much as I love the middle of nowhere, there is no Courage. Lydia, I feel like I can't participate because I would be cheating. I think so too. I love this guy. Oh my god, laughing email. Okay. Ooh, Absolute Zatanna. Honestly, I understand why she made the waves that she did, because I'm like, I'm interested. I am very interested. KMFDM's Ultra became my religion when it was a part of the only good Street Fighter movie, Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. That is acceptable. Also, Ultra is primo. So, under any circumstances, you are making the absolute correct choice. Absolutely. No Courage the Cowardly Dog. Well, I do have 700 pictures of Muriel. I hope that's okay. Oh, you mean the KMFDM track featured in the best fight sequence in an animated movie ever? The very same. Almost as good as Disturbed Stupefy being in Dragon Ball. Oh my god. How about Lemon Grab? Okay. I think I needed to preface. I think I need to preface the character with the embarrassing as a, I guess, hear me out. I think I'll preface with that. Oh no! Our record has stopped at 9:32. Oh my god. Oh my god. You gotta have Lemon Grab
as he keeps sending the unacceptable. Let me see. Or you know what? I'm just going to do a search, and this is in real time. My girlfriend and I are slowly becoming Eustace and Muriel. But you have cats, or do you have a dog? You stupid cat. Let me see. Who is the most obscure character that is in my phone? That's embarrassing. There's a lot of embarrassing, but not in the way that you would think. Let's see. Straight up saved an ad just because I really liked it. That's embarrassing. Comic panel. Beautiful. Let's see. Progress pictures that I need to post. Twerking Piccolo. That's probably up there. Oh my god. Lydia Benji sometimes acts like Muriel when she turns into a little kid, and I love it. And I love that for you. Oh, Grinch, you stay in a place that has cats. My girlfriend has a dog, and she is like Courage. Okay. Well, then, yeah. So then you can give the stupid dog. But I'm sure that her dog is wonderful and smart and cute. So we would not say such things, even in jest. We would not. Lydia, oh my god, do you remember the game we played on the way back from... The game? Yeah, Ask the Machine. Are you talking about Ask the Machine right now? God, I wish I could play music so bad. Not only for the obvious, but also because I feel like it would be, speaking of Twerking Piccolo. Twerking Piccolo, B-Boy Piccolo, and Sailor Moon Piccolo. Any Piccolo. Oh, that's right. I forgot that there's this weird picture. You know what? This doesn't have to do with anything of anything. And it's AI, so it's stupid. But at the time, it was just so much that I took a picture of it because this was the funniest thing that I had seen. So Spider-Man horseback riding with the Arizona state flag. How majestic is that? I'm like, why? That's so cute. Send it to me. It's already on the way. Check your messages. Oh my god. Done. Killing joke. Why not? Yeah, I guess. Speaking of, actually, here's another spider. This is just a comic panel, but it's one that I save and bring out every year because it just makes me laugh. And it's just Vision saying taxes, and Peter just saying taxes, and that's it. That's it. I don't know if it'll ever come in focus. Come on, guys. Come on. Either way, even if you can't see it, you can imagine it. You can imagine all of the beauty. All right, so we'll have one more very bizarre entry, and then I'll let you guys go with this. So it's got to be a good one. It's got to be a good one. Oh man, I don't know if it can beat taxes. Taxes? Not sharing that one. But it's up there. It is up there. Okay, so here is my lovely advice, and I think just a perfect way to end our wonderful stream. So this is for all of you. This is cowboy advice. You've got to be rootin'. You've got to be tootin'. And by golly, be kind. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. So I hope that your day is indeed rootin', tootin', and you're already kind. You're here. I can confirm. You're kind, hilarious, and you have a great taste in music. So thank you, everyone, for hanging, for joining, for sipping on lemonade Ouzo with me. Dimbone, absolutely. Rule number 1 is always be a good human. Really, once you tick that one off the box, or like off the list, like that's all you need. Everything else will fall into place. Just be a good human. Dimboon. I know. I was thinking, this just goes back to Mortal Kombat, and I'm like, oh, you're Ed Boon, Dimboon. That's you now. Congrats. Ah, mercy. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. This one definitely was a chunky one. This was a chunky stream. Killing Joke, thank you so much. Glad you got the stream. Have a great night. We love a chunk. We love a chunk stream. Thank you so much. Dimbone, your secret is safe with me. So don't even worry about it. I send all of my rootin' tootin' love to all of you. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend. Dimboon sailboat. Oh, sailbot. Sailbot? He's a sailboat. Oh my God. I can't. Not at the end of the stream. We can't. We simply can't. Mercy. Lydia Darling, listen to Western Eyes from Portishead for me. All right, we've got a playlist. We have our heading. So we are shipping off. Thank you guys, and until next time.